guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bhavya Krishnan if you're new here, and wow, it has been a while since I just sat down and I've talked to you guys. I have a lot of things to address, and I know you guys have been asking, where's your Instagram? Why haven't you posted for so long? Why are you inactive on social media? I have a reason for everything, and today I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna tell you guys everything that's been happening in the past couple of months. Where's my Instagram? This is just a FaceTime call between you and me. If you've clicked on this video, you've seen the title of this video, so you know that this is gonna be a good story time. The last time I posted on YouTube was my fashion week vlog. My life was peaking at that point. The truth is that I was in a really bad headspace at that time, and I'm gonna get to that. So let's rewind, go back to where it all began, which is with a ball. I'm gonna start with that because we all love gossip. You guys love gossip. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of backstory. In January of 2022, I went to Dubai for work. This was the first time I'd ever traveled alone internationally. It was this massive wedding that we were styling. At one point it got so bad, like the stress, because I just didn't know how to cope, because I was just a fresher, was thrown into this really adult work environment which I had no idea how to deal with, because college does not train you for it. And my boss was a horrible person, my roommate was a horrible person, so I didn't really have any friends. That was a point where this guy from Dubai, he came into my life. Okay, I'm not gonna take his real name obviously, so we're gonna give him a code name. Let's call him Zayn, just because. Anyways, so Zayn came into my life when I was at a very vulnerable point. I was lonely, I was sad, I was upset, I was angry, I was stressed out, and I was in Dubai alone. He was like this really independent, hardworking, ambitious guy. In India, I feel like everybody my age is just like chilling. We're all just, oh, let's go party, and we do like the bare minimum, like internships, and then you just feel so good about yourself. But when I met this guy, I was just like, he's the same age as me, he owns a car, why don't I own a car? It's not like he's a sheikh's son or he's like the cast of the Bling. No, I think that's one of the main reasons why I really liked him. He just showed me Dubai the way Dubai is meant to be experienced. That's when I fell in love with Dubai. I fell in love with this whole adrenaline rush of meeting strangers, going out, taking risks, going on adventures. Like, this is where it all sort of began. Zayn and I didn't have anything romantic. When we were together, it was really cute and whatever. I liked him. I had no expectations from him. I went back to India after this trip and we kept in contact. In summer 2022, I went back to Dubai with my best friend. We met Zayn again. This time I had expectations from him, because in my head now he was my Dubai boyfriend, okay? And he has no idea what my mindset is like, because I'm a delusional. What's important here is to understand that Zayn lives in Dubai. He goes out every day, meets new people, hangs out with celebrities. This is all normal for him. I live in Mumbai. I do not go out with strange men in this country, because I have watched enough Crime Patrol to understand that that's dangerous. For me, he's like this really important person, and he doesn't even know about it. Zayn had made it abundantly clear his mindset with relationships and girls. He was like, all girls are gold diggers, like I don't like girls, like they are materialistic, they just want car, money. Okay, I understand that. He lives in Dubai, women are materialistic, I'm materialistic, but I actually didn't want anything from him. He was, I just liked being around him. I just wanted to talk to him, I wanted to hang out with him, and he was very clear that my main focus is my work. Like, I don't care about women, I don't care relationships. Like, it's just sitting in his passenger seat, and she's like, oh, like it's fine, like he's saying all of this, but he's gonna fall in love with me anyways, because I'm special. This trip was sort of all over the place. All I wanted to do was hang out with Zayn. He was constantly busy, but he would do like these things where out of his really busy schedule, he drove an hour in traffic to come see me, and then he like took me to get my MacBook fixed because my dumbass had cracked it. He would do these things that just made me feel special, and to him obviously this could be like, she's here just for a week, she's my friend, I should be helpful. But to me it was like, oh my god, he's falling in love with me like this. Don't get me wrong, even at this point I do not love the guy. I had like no deep feelings for him. Wanted him to be my boyfriend when I was in Dubai, okay, if that makes sense. Like I don't know if it does, but that's just what it is. On the last day before my plane took off, we had a huge fight and then we made up, and it was just really intense and we left things very weirdly. We did not talk after that for very long. I went back again to Dubai 2 months later after the summer trip for my 21st birthday. I texted Zayn, I was like, hey, like I'm coming for my birthday. He's like, oh that's great, I'm gonna come see you, like we're gonna do something. On my second day in Dubai for my 21st birthday trip, he came to see me and he got me like Subway and he got me like a cookie and he came to just hang out, okay, like in my apartment, just hang out. He's like sitting there like 5 feet apart, eating his Subway. In my head I was like, this is so cute, like this is like the bare minimum, and like he's so cute, he got me like a Subway cookie, he's in love with me. I hate questioning my place in people's lives. Like I immediately sense when I am not wanted and I will leave. But that's the thing with Zayn, I never understood where I stood in his life at all, because he would do these things that made me feel important, but at the same time like he would cancel on plans and he would not like reach out on his own. During this trip I got really pissed off because he cancelled on some plan that we had, and these couple of party promoters called me to this club called Blue, okay. Now Blue is very important because it's sort of Zayn's spot. He always goes there, he's always there, he knows the owners. That's the first time where he took me. At this time I was really petty, I was pissed off. I called Zayn, I was like, hey, I'm going to Blue, and he was obviously like, wait, who? I think these party promoters call me. Zayn was like, okay, just wait for me and we'll go with you. I was being petty, so I was just like, oh no, like we'll just see you inside, like we're going with someone else, like bye. This was probably one of my biggest mistakes, because in this pettiness I went to Blue with these party promoters and I had the worst night. There was some up with the billing. The bouncers came out, the management came out, and it was really scary. It was an issue on the management side, but obviously we got involved because it was something to do with the table billing. Scary in India is fine because you can just bribe the police, but Dubai, like I'm like a 13-year-old, okay, mentally, and like these bouncers are like, bro, this has happened, like this is up, like you cannot leave the club, like you have to do this, and I'm just like, I just wanna go home. Zayn's texted me, he's like, hey, I'm at Blue, like where are you, at what table are you, like with what party promoters? And I'm just like, I knew Zayn could sort it out because he knew the management so well, but I was also too embarrassed and like my ego was so hurt that I didn't want to tell him that I came here without you, and like obviously I messed it up. Issue got sorted out with the club and I came with this girl, she wanted to leave. I went to drop her and we were waiting for the lift, and then Zayn came out of nowhere and he was like, hey, like what's up? And guys, at this point I was so happy to see him. I just hugged him and I was like, I'm so happy you're here. I'm like crying. He was just like, oh, you're so stupid, like why you come here with other people? I don't know either, Zayn. Maybe if you wouldn't be so flaky with your plans, I would have just come with you. I just wanted to be around him because he made me feel safe and nice and warm and fuzzy and all of those cutesy irritating things. Zayn's reaction was, I have work in the morning at 3 AM, I should go home. I got pissed. I went like, oh, okay, like whatever, I never want to speak to you, like I'm going back inside, like I have friends inside. And I went back inside Blue. Now I'm sitting with the same party promoters and I am miserable out of my mind. Zayn's best friend calls me, hey, come to this other club, we're having this massive opening, so why don't you like come hang out with me because you just seem miserable. And obviously I was like, yeah, I'm going, because like I go to this other club, I walk in and I expect to see Zayn's best friend. Instead, I also see Zayn. He's just sitting there, smoking his shisha, looking like a baller. I lost my shit because he told me he's going home. I'm like sitting there like brewing with anger, okay? I'm just like and he's just like asking me, he's like, hey, what's up? What's wrong with you? Why are you pissed off? And I'm like, oh, I thought you said you're done for the day. And he said, you didn't look like you were in a party mood. You were like crying. You seemed tired. So I thought I'll just let you go home. And this entire time, what I wanted was for him to say, hey, you're okay, I'm here now. But he was saying all the wrong things. This was something even a friend could do. Zayn went at 3 AM. He was like, okay, I'm gonna drop you home because it's really late. And my dumbass is just like, I'm never sitting in your car with you again. Like, I will take a cab and I will go home.
He was just like, listen, like, it's really late. Like, just get in the car. I'll take you home.
He was right. I did not want any more adventures that night. So I got into the car. And his best friend was like telling me, he's like, get into the front seat, sort it out with Zayn, talk it out, don't do this passive aggressive thing that you guys are doing with each other. I was on the verge of this mental breakdown because I have been through too many things and I could not handle it. So I told his best friend that no, I can't sit in the front seat, like I just don't want to talk anymore, I just want to go home. I knew the minute I was gonna get home I was gonna cry the entire night, but I was holding it all in because I didn't want to cause a scene. I failed. I sit into the back seat and Zayn starts going like, I don't know why you're pissed off at me, I don't know what I did to you. I started bawling my eyes out in the back of his sports car. I'm just like, I hate you, I hate Dubai, like I hate always reaching out, like you never want to hang out with me, like I don't know where I stand, like da 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 da. His best friend is like holding my hand. He's like, why are you crying? Like, that's not true. It's just that we're really busy with work. Just losing it. Okay, like I'm losing it. I will tell you his reaction. Okay, he turned up the music volume. And not just did he turn up the music volume, he played Save Your Tears for Another Day. Now, I don't know if that was intentional, because to me it seemed intentional, but when you have a girl crying in the back of your car, your instinct should not be to turn up the music volume. This is what a generation that watches Andrew Tate does, okay? Like, this is exactly what Andrew Tate would do. And I was like, I can't believe this is happening to me. I have never cried over a boy in front of a boy, and the one time that I do it. And this was when something inside me sort of broke. The car stops outside my hotel. I just had this whole like Bollywood like dramatic, like I opened the door and I was like, I'm never gonna see you again, like goodbye. And he like, Zayn, like he grabs my arm and he's like, listen, I don't know why you're feeling like this. I just explained it to you, like it's just so, he was like gaslighting me at this point. Like spent like an hour in the car like explaining to you why you did me dirty, and his reaction in the end was like, I don't know why you're feeling like this, like I don't know what I did to you, like I'll make it up to you, I promise, like we'll hang out. This is not about I was like fuming at this point, like I just told me, don't ever touch me again, like, and I like dramatically exited into my hotel lobby, like hair flying, tears streaming, mascara, like my roommate did not give a shit, okay? Like I was crying in the living room for like 3 hours listening to like a Dubai playlist that I associate with Zayn, and I'm like weeping, like looking at the view of the Burj Khalifa. I'm like, my life fell apart, like. All this while I'm like expecting him to like come knocking on my door and be like, I'm in love with you, I was so scared to be in love with you, you live so far away, that's why I can't do long distance, like I love you, like, and I'm expecting all of this to happen, and it's not happening because he's just gone home and he's gone to sleep. Like he does not care about my existence or the fact that I'm upset or I'm crying. I felt like Geet when she like goes to Anshuman with all these hopes and dreams and her titli personality, and then Anshuman just absolutely ruins and wrecks her life, and she's just like, oh, I did not realize it at that point, but I was really hurt. I got over it the next day. I went to the beach, I went to Five Palm, I met a bunch of French dudes, they took me out, I made a ton ton of friends in Dubai after that who were much more caring, much more better than Zayn was. At the end of the day, he was still the most important person in Dubai to me because I fell in love with the city because of him. During that week after the Zayn incident, I completely disassociated after that night from reality, and I didn't realize that that was the beginning. But because I had promised myself that I would never feel like hurt over a guy again, because I thought that was stupid. And when I say disassociating, for a long time I didn't realize it was even happening. I only realized after it got really scary to me, because I would do something really insane to feel like this constant adrenaline rush, and the next day I wouldn't even like remember, like I wouldn't process it. I would be like, oh, I never did that, it's a dream. I would just not process it. It would feel like a distant memory or something I imagined, or like a dream. After my birthday trip, I came back to India. I was barely here for a week, and that week was probably the peak of my influencer career. I went for this Urbanic event, I went to Fashion Week, I got invited to concerts. I was just constantly doing something that was fueling this need for adrenaline in my life. I needed this constant, like, something has to be happening, something has to be happening. And when nothing was happening, I was depressed. Like, I was upset, I would not get out of bed. It wasn't like I did not feel happiness. I was a very happy girl, and I felt so much gratefulness. I actually met a lot of you guys, and you guys took pictures with me, which was insane. Like, the next day I would just wake up and I would be like, oh, this is a dream, it never happened. I went back to Dubai. This is me going back to Dubai twice in a month. I went for Diwali. This was not the best idea because I was not able to recover from the last time I was there. I had blocked Zayn. I had no contact with him, and without him it just felt empty. This time in Dubai, I just hung out with a bunch of random people. I met this really big celebrity that I cannot talk about. Someday that's a story time for a whole other day. He was this amazingly sweet guy, and I hung out with him, and it was so insane to me because we all listened to his music, his songs, they play everywhere, and I was just there sitting there with him till 4 AM and laughing, and we became really good friends. But again, like, next day I wake up disassociated completely, like can't process that I hung out with him. I came back to India like in the first week of November, and November was a really bad month for me. I worked on that month. I was styling this really big music video for this actor, so work-wise it was good, it was fine. And that's when I decided I cannot go back to Dubai for a while at least, because I can't keep doing this. I can move to Dubai after I'm done with college, but for now this is the life that I have to deal with. So I took up a job. So I decided to explore a new avenue. The only problem with this job was that they needed me to start working immediately, and this job was an hour and a half away from my house. Luckily, my dad had another place which was like 6 minutes away from my work. In a span of a weekend, I had to pack up my stuff in a suitcase and I just had to move. I did not have time to process it, not like I was anyways, but I didn't have time to say goodbye to my friends or like take all my like cute bed sheets and decor and like clothing rack. Like, I just had to move. The place that I was working at was just preparing for its launch, so it was hectic. It was long working hours, it was all hands on board, and it was this insane experience which again I was not processing. Throughout December, I threw myself into work. I did not have college, I did not have a routine, I did not have this place that felt like home. I was unable to see my friends. I was extremely lonely. I'm not working out, and mentally and physically it was probably the worst 2 months. Like, I wasn't unhappy, but I wasn't happy either. In the middle of all of this, the one thing that was sort of keeping me happy was Instagram. I just hit 42,000 followers. I wake up one day and my account was suspended. Okay, and I know this happens to a lot of people, and trust me, I did everything to try and get it back, but it was hacked and it was permanently deleted. I don't know what happened, how it happened. And imagine, I was so disassociated that I did not even feel when I lost my account. I was not upset, I was not angry, I did not cry. My friends were having a mental breakdown. My work people were like, you just lost like your influencer status, like how are you not upset? And I was just like, yeah, of course this happened to me, like the universe hates me, like I will never be happy again. Like in the same month, I also lost my phone at IKEA. It got stolen and now it has been tracked to Bihar, Patna, so that's great. So you can just imagine like this series of events that were going wrong, and I've always sort of believed in my life that everything happens for a reason, everything comes full circle, but that wasn't happening. I wasn't seeing like a reason why everything is happening. I couldn't even communicate with you because I didn't have time to sit down and film YouTube. I still have my last Dubai vlog pending from the last trip that I took. I still haven't edited and put it out, and I probably will. So if you see a random Dubai vlog pop up, that's like the one from October that I did not upload. In Jan, I went back to college. I made a new Instagram account. I haven't really gone public with it yet because I was still uploading old highlights. So, you know, like a safe, comfy space for you too. I know you guys were attached to my highlights, to my posts, to my whole aesthetic, and trust me, it's gonna be better this time. I've tried to recreate my old highlights as much as possible. This is my new Instagram handle. It's gonna be a difficult journey starting right from the bottom way up again, but it's okay because you guys are here to support me. I am doing so much better now. I feel like some point in Jan, I went back to college, I got my routine again, I started loving my workplace. I've met so many loving, amazing people at work who make me so happy. I'm a little bit more associated with reality, I guess. I'm happier. I could be doing better, I'm gonna be honest, but I'm here now and I promise to vlog more and put out more content. I filmed this insane wedding vlog for you guys, but that's where we're at. I miss talking to you guys, I miss going live, I miss reading your texts, so I hope we can start doing that again, and I will see you guys in my next video, and I love you guys so much.